Hello, crypto boys and ghouls, and welcome back to the channel, Tales from the Cryptmancer, where we feature content on play and earn games on the blockchain, such as Splinterlands. And in today's video, I just wanted to give everyone an update on something you should be aware of, and that is Splinter Spam. What is it, how to prepare for it, and what are going to be the strategies that you can implement starting today that's going to put you in the best position to be successful in the new ranked rewards. So what is Splinter Spam? Well, to understand what Splinter Spam is, we have to look at the details for the new ranked reward systems. And you may or may not be aware, but let's cover some of the details and let's see how prepared you might be. So with the season rewards, you're going to earn reward shares for every win that you get in the season. And that's great because your end of season rewards will be based on those reward shares for your wins. But what you may have missed in the fine print here of this very detailed article is that your daily focus with which you unlock your daily reward chests are actually based on the wins only for the splinters for your focus for that day. So, for example, in a 24-hour period, your splinter for that period may be Earth, as an example. And that means the only way you're going to earn reward shares for your daily chests is by getting wins with the Earth Splinter. Now, that seems pretty simplistic at first glance, but what is very important to realize is if your opponent sees the last 5 battles that you've played are all Earth battles, well, they know for one that you're Splinter spamming Earth, and that's going to be what's coming during the next battle. And they're probably also participating in Splinter Spam, so you both know what is coming. For example, if your focus for the day is Earth, and you see your opponent is playing Fire the last 5 battles, well, you can probably guess that his next battle is going to be with a Fire Splinter as well, because that's his focus for the day. So now that everyone's going to kind of know which team is coming, how do you best prepare? How do you make sure that your win rate doesn't tank by your opponent knowing what you're going to field? Well, now more than ever, as Matt has mentioned, owning cards or renting assets in the game is going to be key to winning, and key to winning at a high percentage. Why do I say that? Well, if we look at summoners, for example, and I know if you've listened to this channel, well, we've been talking about summoners video after video after video and talking about how important they're going to be moving forward. And this just reinforces that point. If you haven't been paying attention to your summoners, well, you better start soon is probably my advice, because what happens, for example, if we're on a water focus for the day, if my only option, the only summoner that I have leveled up for water is Kelya Friendle, or the league level that I'm playing at, my opponent knows that I'm going to bring Kelya Friendle to the battle, and they can probably expect melee as the splinter monsters that will be going with Kelya. And yes, you could field Kelya and bring a magic team, but then that's not playing towards your summoner strengths. So, for example, if you had a leveled Kelya at the league level that you're playing at, and you also had a leveled Ulrich, now you have flexibility in what you can bring. Your opponent basically now needs to make a decision and a coin flip to say, hey, are they going to bring a magic heavy team against me, or are they going to bring a melee team? I don't know. And if your opponent doesn't know what you're going to bring, that's obviously a benefit to you and your chances of winning. Same thing if we look at Earth. If your focus splinter is Earth and all you have is Obsidian, well, the opponent is probably going to know that you're going to bring magic to the next battle. But if you have Obsidian and Mylor, now they don't know if you're going to bring melee or magic, and that is a good thing. Now, the other thing to be aware of when dealing with Splinter Spam here, not just from a defensive perspective, but also from an offensive perspective, is neutral cards are the next best thing to having depth in your deck. And why is that? Because, well, neutral cards can be used day in and day out, regardless of what your Splinter focus is. And it just gives you a different look to your team when you can swap in neutral cards to kind of confuse your opponent. They're not going to know what you might be able to bring. So, for example, one battle you could bring a Sandworm, and the next battle you could bring a Legionnaire Alvar. So having flexibility in the neutral monsters that you have in your deck is going to be huge because, again, it gives a variety to your teams. It gives flexibility to your teams. It allows you to deal with more opponent situations that they may throw at you. And again, it will confuse them. And once again, it's about having the neutral cards leveled to the level that you want to play at, because that's going to give you the best advantage and the most, flexibility and utility. So there you have it. If you did not know about Splinter Spam, well, now you know, and expect to see that in a ranked battle near you very, very soon. In fact, starting probably at the beginning of June with a new ranked reward system, you're going to see a lot of Splinter Spam. So get prepared, get knowledgeable, and make your plans now. And then when you get into the first season, you'll be in good shape and getting those high percentage win rates instead of being stuck in the dumpsters with low win rates and being frustrated and having to be stuck Splinter spamming with little success. So hopefully this video has been informational and beneficial for you. If it has, please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already done so. And until next time, keep stacking those stats.